simplysimplestamping.com. Thank you guys for joining me for another Now or Wow. I was very excited about how this card came out. My Now card is definitely a Now. Goes together very quick, and it is a sweet little card, but what happened when I just took it up a notch. So whether you have just enough time for a Now or a little extra time to make it a Wow, this card is one that you are going to want to create. So let's get started. The stamp set I'm going to use for today's Now or Wow is called Pop of Paradise. I love this set. I love big, bold stamps. And we're going to use this large leaf here, and then we're going to use the very special day sentiment. Now, any sentiment's going to work, but I'm going to go ahead and use the one that is in the stamp set. Our cardstock today, we are going to be using a card base that is in Tempting Turquoise, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 inches. And then my layering piece here is in Whisper White, 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then for my flowers, we're going to use Melon Mambo. And this is cut 2.5 inches by 5.5 inches. We are going to start with the sentiment, and we're going to stamp that down here in the right-hand corner. And we've done that in Tempting Turquoise ink. Now we're going to come in with Lemon Lime Twist. Now, if you have another green, maybe Wild Wasabi is more your style, feel free to change up these colors. So I'm going to ink up that large leaf. And what I want to do is I want to stamp it once. I want to stamp it, I'm just coming over to the side. We'll stamp it twice. And one more, give it a really good press, and we get kind of a nice 3-toned color there. I'm now going to come in with the Daisy Punch, and in that Melon Mambo, we're going to cut out 2 daisies, add a little adhesive to the center, and we're just going to layer these on top of each other so that we get a really nice full Gerber daisy. I'll add adhesive to the back of my focal image here. We're going to add that to the card base. I can now come in with the daisy. Let's add some adhesive here, and that will just sit right there. Now that center needed a little something. So let's add one of our clear faceted gems. I just think that's going to give it a little sparkle, but hey, it was still made right now. How about we take this up and we turn it into a Wow? So I've done the exact same thing with this card, only I turned it vertical instead of horizontal, but I stamped it in the exact same way. And for this card, I've punched out 2 more daisies in Daffodil Delight and 2 more daisies in Pumpkin Pie. Now, like I said, we want this to be a Wow card, so I'm going to come in with a Pumpkin Pie ink pad and a sponge. And I've just got some scrap paper here, and I'm just going to sponge on some ink. I'm just getting the tips of the petals, and you can see how much deeper the color looks on this flower. So it's going to look amazing. How about a little bling? Let's come in with some of that mini sequin trim. I'm going to get 3 pieces that are 6 inches long. And on the back side of this flower, we're just going to use dimensionals, 2 dimensionals, to hold that trim in place. So I've got those ready to go. We can now start adding our flowers, and we'll just start tucking these guys in here, kind of paying attention to the direction of the trim, and back in with the faceted gems to polish off those flowers. And we now have a Wow card. Let me bring in my Now so you can really see what a difference sponging the edges of those daisies. It really makes the colors pop. But guys, if you need a card now, we've got you covered. But boy, if you have a few extra minutes and are ready for a Wow, I highly recommend you taking it on. Well, guys, I hope that you enjoyed that card. This card screams spring, and around here I am so ready for the flowers to bloom. But I could stand if the pollen would stop. That would be nice. But you know what? It's a good thing my paper flowers have no allergy issues whatsoever. So this is going to be one that you're going to want to create. So be sure to check out simplysimplestamping.com. Just look for the April 4th, 2018 blog post. I'm going to have all the measurements there, all the information, some extra photos. So if you want to see a close-up about how I did anything, you can check it out there. And if you'd like to order any of the products you need, maybe that daisy punch, you can order it right there at simplysimplestamping.com. Just look there in the supply list. You'll be able to click a pick and order what you need right there. We make it pretty easy for you. So be sure sure to check that out. Hey guys, thank you again so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the cards. If you do, give me a thumbs up if you're watching me over on YouTube. I always appreciate knowing what you guys like and what you want to see more of. So thank you again. Have a fabulous day, my friends. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.